Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Akil, and I just got done watching The Adam Project. This is the latest film to come out on Netflix, or one of the latest films, I should say. And I have to say, I enjoyed it. It's not the greatest film in the world, but I did have fun with it. This is one of those fun, feel good movies to watch with the family. So yeah. Alright guys, let's just jump right into it. So for my pre-rating score, I'm gonna say that The Adam Project is actually a pretty good movie, guys. Yes, it's a good movie. That's all there is to it. It's not great, it's not bad, it's not okay. It's just good. And that's all there is to it. So yeah. Now in terms of story, this movie is really about Ryan Reynolds kind of playing this guy that wants to fix something in the past that really kind of affected him, and there's this whole mystery element to it, but at the same time it's a sci-fi film. There's action to it, there's comedy, there's heart. And I'm not gonna get into the plot in case you haven't seen the trailers, but this is one of those movies that is one of those ideas that could have come off as cheap. And we definitely have seen time travel movies before, but the way they did it here is very interesting. And so I do have to give it to Shawn Levy and the guys who wrote the film, and Ryan Reynolds for being involved. This film does have genuine heart to it, and I did like it for that. So yeah, now that's all I can say about the story. It's time travel, it's got sci-fi, it's got action, everything you want in a movie like this. So yeah. Now in terms of the positives, by far the first thing I have to say is actually the acting. The acting in this movie is actually pretty damn good. Ryan Reynolds is really good in this movie. I know people say he's pretty much playing himself, but generally speaking, he does a great job in this film, and it's great to see him go outside of just hard edge comedy like he does in Deadpool. Like last year when he was in Free Guy, he definitely felt restrained a bit, but still, generally speaking, you can tell he was having a lot of fun. And I do like when Ryan Reynolds does these films because it does have something special about them. Also, Shawn Levy directed this movie, and even though this is not a positives, I do have to say the directing itself was quite good, and I do like his style of movies and the choices he makes in his films. Yeah, but that's not a positive. That's a minor thing that I noticed is how well directed this movie was. But generally speaking, Ryan Reynolds was great, and him and Sean Levy have this very interesting pairing now, and I feel like it's 2-0, if you know what I mean. Like they've got two pretty good films, if I do say so myself, and I love Free Guys, so there's that. Anyway, so yeah, I thought the acting was pretty good overall. Mark Ruffalo, the young boy that plays Ryan Reynolds' character, and yeah, that's all I have to say. It's all really good, the acting. Another thing was the action. The action was a lot of fun. This movie does have some definite fun action sequences, and yeah, I do like sci-fi action, especially in cases like this. It's a lot of fun, and the way people die is very satisfying. I don't know why, it's just awesome. And then Wacky Was for positives, I do have to say there's genuine heart to this movie, and it does work. I didn't cry anything like that, but you definitely feel something watching it. If you do get emotional quite easily, or you do get sensitive for these types of stories and films, again, no spoilers, but generally speaking, this movie might make you tear up a bit. So yeah, and that's all I have to say. All right, now in terms of negatives, unfortunately, this movie definitely is very familiar. There's a big sense of familiarity to it, and we've definitely seen this type of movie before, and that's all I have to say. Like it's just there's a sense of familiarity. We've definitely seen this type of movie before, and again, time travel. We've seen these types of film before. Back to the Future, obviously, being a prime example, and Mark Ruffalo being in this film, Avengers Endgame also being a prime example. One of the more recent time travel films. I wouldn't even call Endgame a time travel film. It just has time travel in it. So yeah. And then another thing for negatives is I do say that even though this movie is short, some moments do feel a tad bit slow at times, a bit too slow for my own liking. But then again, it wasn't like a negative or anything like that. It's just some parts towards the beginning of the film, again, a bit so kind of like the Batman, a bit of a slow stuff. But after that, I really got more into it. And then finally, for negatives, I do have to say some characters really did not need to be in this movie, guys. Like some characters were just there just to be there, and everyone on the poster, I guess, served their purpose. But there are some characters in the background that I genuinely did not really care for at all, even like the villains and all that. Like they're just mindless villains and all that. So yeah, unfortunately, this movie does have some familiarity. It is a bit slow, and some characters not did not need to be there. But overall, guys, as a final score for the Adam Project, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Yes, guys, the Adam Project is definitely a movie I do recommend you guys watch at least once. It's a fun Netflix movie, just a feel good film, and yeah, that's all I have to say. So next up, I don't know when I'll be reviewing stuff next on the channel because I've already started my uni classes. So yeah, and it's gonna get pretty hectic from here on outwards. So I'm glad I saw this when I could. But Mobius, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. I have no idea when I'm gonna watch those. I do want to see at least one of those in the theaters, maybe Fantastic Beasts, considering that it is out of those three movies the one I'm looking forward to the most. I mean, I'm very excited for Sonic, and I'm interested in Mobius, but we'll see what happens. And Moon Knight and Halo is coming out soon. I don't know how much I'll see of those, but we'll see what happens. But Moon Knight I do want to see because it is an MCU show. But anyway, guys, The Adam Project, just a fun Netflix movie. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. My name's Akil, otherwise known as the Comic Director, and I'm signing out.